Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's episode, I'm going to give you a quick market update. So whatever I say in this video should not be considered financial advice, and I advise you to do your own research before you buy any cryptocurrency. Okay, so let's just dive straight into the Bitcoin price. So as you can see, we had some bullish price action over the past 2 weeks for Bitcoin. And I have been stating this in my previous reels that I've been making. So we did have this nice breakout of this diagonal trend line. And Bitcoin now has broken out past the 200-day moving average and this bull market support band. Now, it is common in bull markets that we do get a 30% pullback and for the Bitcoin price to go below the bull market support band. So as you can see right at this moment now, Bitcoin is coming in at a price of $95,000. In my previous update, I was expecting a pullback for Bitcoin. So I was stating that Bitcoin price would probably reach between 93,000 and my invalidation was about 94,000. Now, I did get invalidated in that trade. I was planning on taking a short, but that got invalidated as the price action was just too strong. We were seeing a high demand for the spot Bitcoin ETF as well. Now we do have a CME gap here roughly at 91,700 and it goes to about 92,700. And also I would like to point out to you is the moon phases. So the previous full moon, which came in on the, I think it was like the 12th of April. So pretty much called this the bottom in the market, and I was suggesting that we were going to see some nice bullish price action. So lo and behold, we do now have a bear moon, which actually came in last night. So this is a new moon, and usually this would catch local tops in the market. Now I am still remaining bullish. I do believe that the lows are in for now, because a lot of the trade tariffs, a lot of the trade wars between President Trump and China are starting to look like they're going to resolve themselves. And I just believe that most of the headwinds are now behind us. So I wouldn't be surprised if we do see an extra push out of Bitcoin over in the immediate to short term, just to reach this point of control here at like $97,000. Because we are still seeing some good, strong price action out of Bitcoin. Like even on the daily today, it's still showing some strength. But once it reaches this level, I would suspect that we will see some bit of a pullback, potentially to close this CME gap here at around 91,000, and it potentially might even go lower. So we might even get a retest of this 89,000 level, which I talked about in my previous update video. So this would also be a higher low. So you'd have your low here, and then if it came back to, let's say, test this 89,000 before catching a bid and going higher again, then this would be your higher low. So you'd have your higher high, which actually broke structure, and then your higher low, and this would be the start of a new uptrend. But in the immediate to short term, especially because we have this bearish moon, we also have some macroeconomic data coming this week, I do suspect that we will see a little bit of a pullback for Bitcoin. So just moving on here. So set your calendars. So it's going to be a busy macro week. So on Wednesday, we have the Q1 US GDP numbers. So 2.4% previous and 0.4% expected. So this obviously would be a negative reading for the GDP for Q1 of this year. Now, in my opinion, this is obviously overall not good for the economy because if you get two negative GDP quarters in a row, this is actually indicating that the US will be in a recession. But if we get a negative reading, which is expected, then that will signal to the Federal Reserve that it's time to cut rates. So this obviously would be very good and be stimulative for the crypto markets and also the stock market. Also on Wednesday, we have the PCE numbers. So it's 2.5% previous and it's 2.2 expected. So also on Thursday, then we have the initial jobless claims. And then on Friday, then we have the US non-farm payrolls. So it's a busy week for the markets. And then also we have currently taking place is Token 49 in Dubai. So you usually look back at previous Token 49 events. You do see that it is a bit of a sell the news event. So there is a lot of KOLs speaking at this conference, and usually there's a lot of project announcements. So you do see a lot of projects pumping into this event. And then after the event finishes, I think it's finishing on the 1st of May is the last day of the event. So then we will see, in my opinion, a little bit of a sell-off. So if you're getting value out of this YouTube video, please go down and smash up the like. It means so much to me. So just looking at Solana here. So Solana is coming in at $48. And I do suspect that if we do get some sort of a pullback in the crypto markets, I do believe that Solana will come back into this demand zone here, and this would be a perfect area to load up on Solana. So it'll get, and I assume that we'll get some kind of a bounce in this area here. Also, another coin that it's on my watch list is Sui. Now, Sui is making an announcement. So rumor has it that it's teaming up with Pokemon, and they're going to come out with some kind of a product. Now, it actually went on a serious run. So you can see from the lows, it went up over 100%. So I would not be buying Sui right now. I would wait for a pullback. I think it's a little bit overbought, but it's definitely one to keep on your watch list. And I would not be surprised if it comes back down to this 270 level. Another coin that's on my watch list is Sonic. Now, Sonic is currently at 52 cents. Again, I would wait for some kind of a pullback that we will see maybe in the first or second week of May. And maybe it'll come down to test this trend line, and then it'll put in a double bottom. And that would be a perfect area to load up on Sonic. So that's coming in at roughly around 39 cents. So again, I like to show this chart. I think I showed it there last month. We were talking about the correlation of the M2 money supply and Bitcoin. And I was showing this short chart, I think it was back at the start of April, or maybe even the end of March. And it was just showing how it was, normally we see a correlation to the M2 money supply and Bitcoin. And as you can see here, Bitcoin now is starting to correlate with the M2 money supply. So the last time I showed this chart, it was a decorrelation. So you can see that the M2 money supply was spiking while the Bitcoin price was pretty much tanking. So another chart that I'm extremely bullish on, and I did make a video about this about a month ago. So this is the Please meme coin that's based on JD Vance. Now I made this video, I think it was roughly around here. And it was coming in roughly around, I think it was about $9 million market cap. Now, and in the video, I didn't just go out and buy it straight away. I was expecting a rounded bottom. So if you go back, you can check out that video here. I just posted about a month ago. In the video, I did state that, it'd be a good idea to maybe start dollar cost averaging, because I was stating that it was going to put in rounded bottom, and you would probably get some better price entries if you just DCA'd into the coin. Which, if you did, you would have got it went as far as a low as nearly $2.5 million market cap. But as you can see from this chart here now, pretty much it looks like the lows are in. It's starting to make higher highs and higher lows. So currently, as at the time of recording this video, it's coming in at $8.1 million market cap. Now, if I just zoom into this chart, you can see that I did put out my fibs here. And if we do see a pullback over the immediate to short term, which I believe that we will get one, and then I wouldn't not be surprised if the Please meme coins comes back down to this 0.786 fib level. So that would be coming in at like a $5.8 million market cap. And in my opinion, that would be a perfect entry to get into the Please meme coin. So last but not least, we'll just go over the Bitcoin ETF flows. So over the past 2 weeks, it has been very bullish for Bitcoin and the crypto markets. We did see some nice inflows into the spot Bitcoin ETF. But as I'm recording right now, now I know this isn't fully updated. We will get more info in the morning. But right now, there's already 292 million outflow out of the Bitcoin spot ETF. Now, it's not exactly reflecting on the Bitcoin price right now, but as you can see, this is a bit of a change in over the past week. So it's indicating that maybe like investors are starting to get to play a risk off here, because I'd say right now the Bitcoin price is pretty much overbought in my opinion, and we will see a sell-off very, very soon. So if you're planning on buying crypto, I would hold off right now. I think you're going to get better prices in the next week or two. So there you have it, folks. That's all the news I have for you today. Again, if you got value out of this one, please go down, smash up the like, hit the subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.